G'day, how you going? My name is Glenn, and in today's video we're talking about some banknotes of Sudan. I don't have many because this is what we call a hyperinflation currency. So if you're going to get these at exchange rate, and this is the last one I have is dinars, so they haven't used these for 2006, so for at least 16 years. So this is a currency you wouldn't get exchange rate because since the 80s it's continuously devaluing, and that's pretty common for currencies. So around the world, especially in the third world countries, so you've got Somali currencies. I wouldn't buy them. Basically they don't have a currency, they use US dollars. It's only when a country develops properly that, they become stable. Like the Taiwanese, Bank of Taiwan. I hope that's not backwards. I need to look at that. So that used to be a devaluing currency, but then they modernized, like China did now. And, their currency is actually quite stable. So it's $100 from Taiwan. So basically, that's what I want to emphasize, is that sometimes you only collect banknotes if you're into collecting banknotes for collection, not for profit or an investment. So you can buy this for like $1 and sell it for $2. You do make a little bit of profit. But if you wanted an investment, this is not a way to go. It's just basically good for a collection. So let's have a look at these banknotes up close. Okay, so I have shown these two banknotes before. So this is the smallest denomination that they issued in Sudan, and there is another video on my channel somewhere. This is a 25 piastre. So this currency evolved from the Egyptian pound, and they did start issuing banknotes after independence in the 50s. So 1955 is when they actually started issuing their own banknotes. But they did issue, like in the siege of Khartoum in the 1800s, they did issue banknotes. And also, they had the emergency currency as well. So this has just the central bank building. Quite nice. You should be able to get these for at least $2 or $3. But there are sanctions against Sudan from the United States. So because eBay is a US company, or supposedly it's mainly trading in the US. I think it's based somewhere in probably Ireland or Bermuda, some tax haven anyway. They do implement these sanctions, so you can't find much stuff from Sudan. And that goes for Iran, probably Russia as well. But, you still can buy them. And the next one we have is a £10. So this has the date 1991. And I like this because it has two scripts. So this is the Arabic script. So from right to left, that's how you write it. And this is the Meroitic script. So this is a native script. It is derived from... So I've got some information here. So here's the Egyptian scripts. So there's hieroglyphics. That's the picture ones that you see on the buildings. Then there's hieratic. So these are pretty much ones they written down on a papyrus. And, hieratic is a simpler form of hieroglyphics. And then they got demotic, which is a more simplified form of hieratic, which is simplified hieroglyphs. Then you got Meroitic, which is derived from Demotic. So in essence, it's derived from hieroglyphs. And then you got Old Nubian. Here we just got the language families. So this language that we see here on this banknote could be related to Nilo-Saharan. So the only languages that people might know is Nuer and Dinka, which they had a civil war against each other in South Sudan, still going on, or Afro-Asiatic, which includes Arabic, Somali, and Hebrew. So that is that script, a native script from Sudan. And here we have an old map of Sudan, which does include South Sudan, but the large line through it is the Nile River. So this is the old £10. So this was replaced by the dinar at a rate of 10 dinar equals £1. So this is 100 dinars. So this will be equivalent to £1,000. So, and here we have a city gate. So these ones you can probably get for like $5 to $10. They're actually quite a nice banknote. Pity I don't have the set. But the best banknote series that Sudan has actually issued is this dinar series. And these were issued in the 90s, I think. I can't remember. Yes, 1992. So these come from 5 dinar to 5,000 dinars. But in general, as soon as you hit the 500 dinar mark, like the 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 dinars, they become pretty hard to get. So this one is from 1994, and on it, we have what's called the People's Palace, so like the Presidential Palace in Khartoum, which is the capital. And here's probably a doorway into the palace, and this is quite nice. I like the large white uncoloured area, which has a watermark. And it just has a dome. And then we have beautiful Arabic calligraphy. And on the reverse, we have the National Assembly, so the Parliament of Sudan. Now, as you can see, this is in English. And it is quite a nice quality, but it has some problems with the actual printing of the ink colour. So that's 100. And this was replaced at 100 dinar. So this dinar equals £1, which they use now. But the only sad thing is that it takes at least £500. So we're talking about 50,000 or dinars equals $1. And currently, the largest banknote in Sudan is at 500 dinars. So pretty much the highest banknote, 500 dinars, is equivalent to $1. So you need to take a lot of money there. Probably take euros and US dollars if you want to pay. Probably also pay in Egyptian pounds as well. And they probably don't accept Sudanese pounds because they do have a bit of a problem with each other's country. But you know, this is nice. If you want to look on, you know, like places like Numistar, they do have all these banknotes, and they're actually quite a nice series. So this one you're probably paying at least $5 to $10. If you wanted to get the 10,000 dinars, I'd expect you to pay at least $50 for a one in low grade. For an uncirculated one, you'll be paying a few $100s because the 10,000 dinars was issued in around about 1996, but the lowest banknote below that was the 1,000 dinars. So there's like a power of 10. Log 10, so 10 times the actual value. So the 10,000 dinars probably didn't really circulate that much. That's why it's actually quite scarce. So if you can get the 10,000 dinar for this banknote for probably like less than $50, you're doing quite well. I've yet to actually see one for sale. But, you know, these are my Sudanese banknotes. Let me know if you have a good collection of Sudan. I don't think it's too popular in Australia, probably with the African immigrants, because a lot of them did come from the southern part of Sudan. Maybe one of you people have a good collection of banknotes from Sudan. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you want, give a thumbs up, and also let me know what you'd like to learn about in numismatics. Thank you and goodbye.